boy, oh boy, there is a massive change that's happening with NIO right now here in China that just happened. And it's absolutely going to boost deliveries, and it may impact the balance sheet and the earnings report. We'll go over all of that. But I want to just say it is a good time to be a NIO sales rep right now. So what did NIO do? They increased the bonuses on selling their cars, and this will have a big impact. And let me just go through some of the bonuses. So beforehand, if you sell a regular car, a NIO, and it's slated for production and then delivery to the customer, you get 800 RMB for each vehicle. And then if you sell a pre-built car or a showroom car, you also get 800 RMB per vehicle. But now that's been increased dramatically. Holy smokes. So if you send a car to production and then it gets delivered to the customer, regular production car, the sales rep now gets 2,000 instead of 800 for each vehicle. And then if you sell a pre-built car, a pre-built NIO or a showroom NIO, you get 4,000 RMB up from 800 RMB. So that's a massive increase in the bonus. And this, I mean, like, some of the NIO sales reps, they got 20 orders in their pockets. You got to think about how much extra money they're going to get. I mean, the NIO sales rep that I was talking to with 20 orders, that guy's going to pocket like 40K minimum. And if he's 40K RMB, by the way. And if he gets them to buy pre-built showroom cars, he's going to get 80K, man. Holy smokes. Yeah, just in bonuses. And that doesn't include their base salary, and then doesn't include other bonuses and stock benefits. So NIO is really pushing hard to get 20,000 deliveries. And it's not, I'm not too sure if this is a permanent change or a temporary change. I think this might be a sort of like a semi-permanent change for the rest of this year, just to motivate sales reps to sell more NIOs. And you might think that this is going to hurt the balance sheet, but I want to explain something that's going to make you understand that NIO is not losing out on this deal. So hear me out on this, all right? Hear me out. Open your ears wide and hear me out on this. So for the regular deliveries, 800 to 2,000, of course, that means NIO does have to sacrifice a little bit of margin to give to the sales rep. But if you think about the pre-built cars or the showroom cars, we're going to talk about pre-built cars. Pre-built cars are basically cars that the original customer abandoned. So for example, if I want to buy a NIO, I have to place down a 5,000 RMB deposit. And if I lock in that order, then the order is going to be sent to the factory, and that 5,000 is locked up. Now, if I take delivery of the car, of course, that 5,000 is going to be used to deduct 5,000 off the purchase price. But if I don't take delivery of the car, that 5,000 is gone, and it's NIO's 5,000 RMB now. And NIO has a car that doesn't have a customer because I gave up on that order, right? But NIO, keep in mind, NIO has a car now, and NIO's pocketed 5,000 RMB. So that becomes a pre-built car. And what NIO is simply doing is giving some of that 5,000 RMB to a sales rep that, helps reduce the supply and helps reduce all these inventory. So you guys gotta understand that there's this 5,000 extra that NIO still has, right? And if another customer decides to buy this pre-built car, they would also have to place down a 5,000 RMB deposit. So there's always going to be that bonus 5,000 every time there's a pre-built car that the original customer abandoned. So that 5,000, that's extra money. That's extra money. So it absolutely makes sense for a portion of that to go to the sales rep and for them to earn a hefty bonus. Now, so if you think about it that way, NIO is not losing money on this maneuver. All right, they're not losing money on this maneuver. It's absolutely a win-win situation. Win for NIO, win for the sales rep, and also win for the shareholders. But what you guys gotta think about is, yes, it will show up on the earnings report as extra cost of sales, because if you think about it, going from 800 per vehicle to 4,000 per vehicle on these pre-built or showroom cars, that's a very dramatic difference. And also just regular deliveries, I mean, going from 800 to 2,000, that's also a pretty big increase. That's more than 2x. So thinking about it that way, then looking at Q3, looking ahead at Q3 earnings report, even though Q2 earnings report isn't even out yet, then you can expect that cost of sales might see a bump up because of what NIO is doing now. Now, is this going to boost deliveries? Absolutely yes. Hell yes, it's going to boost deliveries. I mean, like, who doesn't want to earn 4,000? Who doesn't want to earn 4x, 4 times the extra amount of money to get a car? And also, it really helps NIO get those deliveries faster. They really want to push for 20,000 deliveries this month. If you order a pre-built car, you can get it in as soon as 3 days to a week. If you order a car and have it built and lined up at the factory, you can expect about a month. And obviously, if you order it now and you put it in the factory for a month, that's going to go to August numbers. NIO wants July numbers. So right now, there's that fight for showroom vehicles. And what we could expect and what we could see is a situation that we saw back in September of 2021, where we saw a ton of NIOs being sold, showroom cars being sold out. The showrooms are completely empty, right? And NIO sales reps, they got to explain the car using the little toy models. So we might see a repeat of that situation. And we're already seeing some of the showrooms being emptied out because, first of all, there's also the showroom discount. There's also that discount. So that's pretty amazing to think about. I mean, like, sales reps, they get their bonuses, customers get a discount, and then a NIO gets that delivery ASAP, very, very fast deliveries. And holy smokes, they're really pushing hard for 20,000 deliveries. And I'm going to check in on the showrooms these couple of days. I think we're going to be sold out pretty fast, especially the showroom vehicles. Sales reps going to tell them, hey, you get so-and-so amount off. And the showroom discount really depends on the duration of the time it's been in the showroom. If it's just a short-term duration, you might only get like 6,000 off. You might get up to like 18,000 off. It's been there for a bit longer. And the showroom cars, I mean, some of them, a lot of people sat in them. They've been fumbled around with a lot of customers fumbling around with a car. Pre-built cars are the ones that I think are very interesting because they're brand new cars, but the specification might not be exactly what you wanted. But also, there's still a bit of discount on those as well. And I'm sure NIO is trying to get those delivered as soon as possible as well. Now, in terms of trucks, I'm sure that thing is going to get solved very soon, the truck problem. It's not a problem that we should be too worried about. I see a lot of you guys worried about, it's just the NIO making another excuse. Bro, I mean, like, this kind of thing happens. It's unavoidable. It happens sometimes, all right? And I guess we sort of don't want it to happen, and it seems like something always happens in the supply chain, whether it's this shortage or truck shortage or a missing piece or interior fiber. At one point, this microfiber interior was in short supply. At one point, this B-pillar material was in short supply, and sometimes it happens. All right, sometimes it happens, but NIO is working really hard to push for deliveries. Now, in terms of Q3 numbers, I think we're going to see a pretty big increase in revenue in Q3 this year versus last year. Now, obviously, Q2 numbers won't look too good, but Q3 numbers, we might see an increase in revenue. And But I think expenses might also increase quite dramatically. So I think in terms of earnings, losses, yes, going to increase more than last year. And I think, and just my personal opinion, they're spending a lot on swap stations, and also because they're cutting costs, and because they're cutting the price of the car, we'll have to see what that does to margins and losses and all that kind of stuff. So, man, this is some exciting news. It's a very good time to be a NIO sales rep, man. I mean, like, these guys, they are pulling in massive amounts of money. I mean, like, that guy of 20 orders and some of the other NIO sales reps of 10 plus orders, they are pulling in massive amounts of bucks. And then if they buy a NIO themselves, you know, they also get a small discount. So, boom, man, it's a good time to be a NIO sales rep. And man, I'm just so excited for this month's deliveries. I hope they really can pull off 20,000 deliveries. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right, what do you guys think about this this increase in bonuses? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's good? I think it's absolutely fantastic. And remember, there's still that 5,000 deposit that NIO has, that bonus 5,000. So I want to know what you guys think about it. As always, subscribe, hit the bell, like the video, share it. Stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out, guys.